You got a business. That you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. You didn't get there on your own. You didn't get there on your own. I'm always struck by people who think, well, it must be because I was just so smart. There are a lot of smart people out there. It must be because I worked harder than everybody else. Let me tell you something. There are a whole bunch of hard-working people out there. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help.
It's what I love to do. I love to bake. My motivation was my family. I want to get in business to get a better life for them. I started my business because in 2009 my husband, he lost his job. I think myself it's time for me to do something to help my family. When I asked the first person how to start my business, he said, but you don't speak English. I said, well, it's true, but I want to sell my cupcakes, not my English.
La Cocina is a nonprofit incubator kitchen. We were founded in 2005 based on this neighborhood, the Mission District, because of the high percentage of informal economic activity that we saw on the streets every day. Most of that economic activity was driven by women who were cooking food out of their homes, selling it on the streets in order to make a little bit of extra money for their families. For someone like Elvia, for instance, she has the talent, she has the entrepreneurial spirit, which is this drive to do something on her own. And what La Cocina can function as in that space is a translator. So for somebody who's not lived in this country for a long time and may not understand how the marketplace works entirely, or may not be comfortable in the process of permits and licenses, what we can do is work with her to translate what her talent is into success, asset generation, and some kind of future for that business. At the fundamental heart of a lot of Americans' belief system is this belief that people can and will pull themselves up by their bootstraps. But the way that our country has been built historically, there's a series of historical events and realities that have meant that there are some people in this country who have better access to opportunity than other people in this country. And that doesn't mean that people can't work incredibly hard to access that opportunity, but it's not true that everybody has equal access to opportunity.
In Mexico, you work harder, and it's not equal. You work really hard and you don't get what you expect to get. Here it's equal. If you work really hard, you get it, better life, better things. Without La Cocina, without the other organization that helped me, I can do business for me because I didn't know how to do business here. And they helped me a lot.
Today, immigrants are 30% more likely to become entrepreneurs than the American-born. In a country that values entrepreneurship so much, why is it that Americans are less willing to take the risk and start a business?
You know, immigration theory tells you that folks who have immigrated have already self-selected for determination because it is not easy to get here to this country. And so if you're going to take the time, take the risk, invest the money to come here, you're already a certain kind of person.
You had to find the opportunities. You had to work in your dreams. It doesn't come. If you had a dream, you had to go for. And many people, they had a dream, but don't work in. For me, I think immigrant people has more difficult to do business than the American people. First, it's the language, and second, if you grow here, you know everything, how to get loans. People know you. People expect more things for me than the American people as an immigrant.
Americans have been told all their lives that if you work hard enough, you can be successful. In this sense, Elvia greatly disproves the Horatio Alger myth to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Yes, she came to America with next to nothing and worked extremely hard to assert herself in the workforce, but she also found safe haven in the proactive aid of others to help her.
I think that everybody in this country works hard in their own ways, confronts their own barriers to entry in their own ways, and that these support systems exist in any number of ways for any number of kinds of people. It's important that everybody have equal access and equal opportunity in this country to economic success, to small business ownership. I think at the end of the day, we're all engaged. So many of us are engaged in the collective act of making this world better that it doesn't, to me, really matter where you're from as long as you're engaged in that same act of making everything work better.
People say this is a dreams country. In my case, all my dreams I make true.
Elvia is an inspiring example of a woman who has a ton of talent, has worked incredibly hard her whole life, and is looking to make a living doing something that she loves to do. She has the support of her family, which is really wonderful to see, and be able to see her invest in that dream, work on that dream, bring some art and creative energy to what it is that she's doing, and then chase that dream until she gets her own cupcake shop has been a really inspiring thing to watch.
Somebody helped to create this unbelievable American system that we had that allowed you to thrive.